This week's parasha, Parashas Netzavim, is always read right before Rosh Hashanah. Netzavim means standing, setting the stage to the mood right before Yomim Noraim. Atem Netzavim Hayom Kulchem Lifnei Hashem Elokeichem. We're standing in front of the Rabbi Shalom. We're about to start Slichas. This year, however, we also add another parsha, and that is Parashas Vayeilech. Vayeilech means to go. In sharp contrast to Netzavim, which means standing, Vayeilech means to go. The connection of these two parashas teach us the greatest lesson, and that is we have to stand still, but we also have to move on. That means we not only have to stand still and take stock of our accomplishments that we have previously done, but also let's focus and commit to make sure that the year ahead is a productive year. They say of a mashal of a man that booked a holiday in a certain resort. He shows up to the resort, the accommodations are a little bit slacking, food is bad, service is even worse. But he copes with it, he manages. After a few days, he goes to visit one of his friends down the road in a different resort. Wow! He sees a beautiful place, amazing food, incredible service. He can't believe it. He says to his friend, "How much did you pay for this?" So the friend says, "I paid less than what you paid." He couldn't believe it. He said, "That's it. I'm leaving." He goes back to his resort, takes out his suitcase and starts packing. The owner says, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm leaving here. The service is bad, the food is terrible, the accommodations are even worse. I'm going down the road, it's much better and cheaper." The owner begs him. He says, "You don't understand, this is my parnasa. If you leave, everyone's going to leave. This is going to be terrible for me. Please, I beg of you to stay. What do you need? Better food? I'll give it to you. Better service? I'll do that also. Whatever you need, but just stay." He says, "Okay, fine." The food became even better. The service was amazing. But the accommodations remained the same. You know, that's the lesson of Elul. Sometimes we get to Elul, we get to Slichas, we hear the shofar. It's getting closer and closer. And we start to take things upon ourselves. We're learning more Torah, we're doing more mitzvahs, we're more conscious of our ben adam lechaveiro, but we remain the same people. And that's what we have to be careful. Let's not just improve the food and the service, but also the accommodations ourselves. And that's the message of this week's parasha. Netzavim, stand still. You're standing in front of the Rabbi Shalom begging in these few days, right before Rosh Hashanah, for a good life. Let's also Vayeilech, let's go. Let's accomplish. Let's change who we are to get the best life and the best year that we can possibly get. Have a wonderful Shabbos.